You will get your chance to listen to these people and ask them some questions in a few minutes. But first, we're going to recognize the cars that are being inducted into the Great Hall in 2012. Our first car recognizing 1956 Corvette, the real McCoy, Chuck and Gurian. Chuck. And I'd like David and Guy to assist, please, in the presentation. Serve 1, owned by Mike and Laura Yeager. The original Stingray Racer, owned by General Motors, Mike Doty, representing General Motors.
Going once.
Going once. Anybody else want to represent?
I'll represent.
Another car brought by General Motors for induction, the 1961 Mako Shark. The car that started the Survivor, the 1967 Corvette, David Houston.
Thank you.
The only mid-year Corvette to run Le Mans, to race at Le Mans, the 1967 L88, owned by Harry Yagi. John Carefoot will represent Mr. Yagi. Representing the performance era of the early 70s, 1970 Corvette LT1, Ed Foss.
You're welcome.
One of the first cars to represent advertising in Corvette racing and a test car for a tire program, the 1969 L88 BFG Stars and Stripes Racer, Chuck and Gurian. Representing the performance era of the 90s, and a car that Dave McCollum had a tremendous amount of design work and input with, the 1990 ZR1, owned by Rick Hendrick. Goes without saying, we welcome Mr. Hendrick to Bloomington Gold. It's special that he brought Jim Perkins with him. Mr. Perkins was general manager of Chevrolet Motor Division for many years, and was a good friend of the Corvette, and is a good friend of, it's fortunate for the two of them to be working together.
Thank you.
There was the 10th car that was not able to come, and it was 1953 Corvette serial number 3. The selection committee selected this car and has deferred it to being brought next year or the last year in 2014. In place of, at the very last minute, in place of the 1953 serial number 3, the frame for that vehicle was located and was brought here for display, as I'm sure most of you have seen. We would like to give a special certificate of appreciation to the owner of the frame for 1953 serial number 3, Ed Foss.